friends, it's Shereé, and in today's video we're doing a fall fabric haul. First, I want to say if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning person, thank you so much for your continued support. All right, let's get into it. Very excited, friends, that it is finally fall. Okay, where I'm at, it has been really warm, so I haven't been able to wear anything fall. I've been mostly wearing the things that I made in August and September that were made for more, summer type weather. So the fact that I could bust out a sweatsuit this morning to go to my kids' soccer game made me so happy. Anyway, it's fall. So I was actually blessed by my husband to get a wonderful Joann's gift card for our anniversary. We just celebrated our 13-year anniversary. Now, we've been together for 18 and a half years, but we've been only married for 13. So anyway, he gave me a wonderful gift card to Joann's, and I went in there and thinking, I had a list. I was trying to stick to my list, y'all. Okay, that was the goal. But I went in there and there were so many things on sale, so many special promotions, and it was this week. So a lot of the costume fabrics, like cosplay fabrics, were all on sale in like 50% off. So in my mind, I'm thinking cosplay fabrics gotta be shiny, like mermaidy, like, like not something you would wear every day. So I didn't think too much of it when I first walked in, but then I saw some things that were actually wearable fabrics that were considered costume fabrics that were 50% off. Plus a lot of the ember fabrics were 40 to 60% off. And it was just a lot of deals going on. So I ended up getting more than what I went for. But friends, I'm so proud of myself because I stayed within my budget, okay? That never happens. Okay, maybe not never. That rarely happens that I actually stay within my budget. I always go in with, okay, this is my gift card. These are my coupons. We don't go beyond this amount. And then I get in there, and if there's a deal or a really great sale that I just can't pass up, I will go sometimes 100 over my original plan. So I was really proud of myself that I stuck to my gift card. And some of these things were actually purchased a month ago, and my order got lost through Joann's. I don't know what happened, but I was calling them and I was sending emails because it had been a month already and I hadn't received my order. They finally issued me a refund, so I had to go in and buy the things that I had originally ordered. The thing is that some of the things I originally ordered a month ago weren't in stock anymore, so that was kind of disappointing. But when I got in there and saw all these deals, two of the things that I found that were very similar to my original order were actually cheaper because of the sales that were happening in the store. And I thought it was interesting because some things that were on sale in the store were not on sale online. So it was really nice that I was able to make that trip and there was no traffic. So I got there in a reasonable amount of time and was able to shop and then get back home and rest because, friends, I'm still healing. It's taking so much longer than I actually thought it would take to heal from this surgery. Like, they told me 6 weeks and then I'd be able to do all the things that I would normally do. I'm at week 5 right now and I'm still not 100%. So anyway, I have to limit myself to my activity and, whatever I'm doing for the day, and actually listen to my body, and when I need to rest, then I just need to rest, and that it is what it is. It's just what I gotta do. So I had my little shopping excursion, then I went home for a nap, okay? Let me share with you what I got. I can't find my receipt, but I can kind of remember some of the prices, and I can tell you. Also, I can let you know right now that the gift card my husband gave me was for, what was it for? It was for $100, and I spent $165. Okay, but my total savings was $170. $170 savings. Unbelievable. And actually some of the things that I purchased, I'm not showing this in this video because I picked up some patterns, and I'll put that in a pattern haul video. Okay, friends, let's get into this fabric, okay? I'm so excited. All right, the first thing that I got, friends, and this was actually a part of the costume cosplay fabrics that were on sale, is this gorgeous black faux leather fabric, okay? I love it because it's very drapey. I got 2 yards of it, and it's actually 58-inch width, which is great. What I like about this is that it has this smooth backing. It's not gonna stick to my skin or make me sweat, and it's stretchy, okay? It's stretchy. So if you're a person that wants to make your own leather leggings, this is probably a good option for you. And like I said, I purchased this week, and because Halloween is in a couple of days, it's probably gonna be on sale for a while. I hope, fingers crossed. But definitely doesn't look like a costume, doesn't look cheap or anything like that. It's really nice fabric, and my thought is that I'll make a top out of it with puff sleeves. There is a fashion vlogger here on YouTube who recently did a video, and she was wearing this leather top, and I thought it was so gorgeous, and so I went to Express online to see if I can find it, and I looked at the price and I was like, I bet you I can make it for less. And friends, I absolutely can, because this fabric is much cheaper. I don't remember the exact price, but I did get a great deal. So I want to stop for a second and let you know that my kids are home, so they might make noise. Please forgive that. Okay, let's get into the next fabric. Again, this was 50% off, and it's so nice, so very nice. The next one is another costume cosplay fabric, and it is this gorgeous metallic-y looking fabric, and it has a very soft spongy backing. Okay, it's very nice, and I thought this would be a good holiday skirt fabric, just a regular pencil skirt, nothing fancy. I have 1,000,001 patterns for a simple pencil skirt, and this fabric actually has stretch to it, so I will use one that requires an elastic waist instead of a zipper, just to make it easy. And because of the width of this fabric, I'm going to be able to do a lot more with it. And this particular fabric, I actually only purchased 1 yard, but that's more than enough to make what I want to make. So a pencil skirt for the holidays out of this fabric, again, 50% off, extremely affordable. And it's very sparkly and screams holiday, but also screams a fun night out with my girls. Okay, if that ever happens again, it's been so long since I've been out with friends, but if it ever happens again, I could definitely see myself wearing this, maybe with my leather shirt or maybe with a leather jacket or something like that. But it's very cute, and I really like this fabric a lot. The next one I got is a more practical fabric. Okay, this is such a buttery, soft, smooth, drapey fabric. I saw this and I immediately knew what it was. Not that I knew the content, but I've purchased this exact fabric in a different color before in the past and made the most amazing jumpsuit by tailing the buttons from their Make It Simple book. And I wear that jumpsuit all the time. It's one of my favorite things to wear. And every time I try to purchase that same fabric again because I want pants out of it, it's never there. So anyways, this is very close in color. This is more rust. More of a deep red, whereas the jumpsuit fabric is more of a bright orangey type of red. So anyways, this is going to be a gorgeous pair of stretch pants. I'm so excited to actually make these, and this is actually 2 yards, perfect for the pattern that I have in mind, which I'll share in another video. But it's going to be such a comfortable pair of pants. I'm still in my transitional period of being able to wear pants comfortably, so I think I can make the most awesome pair of pants that can be worn out, but mostly so I can be comfortable at home. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful, soft, stretchy fabric, and it's an ember fall fabric. So it was actually, I believe this one might have been 40% off, but some of the ember fabrics were 60% off, and I don't know how they determined which was which. But I do know when they went to cut my fabric, they did price checking for me, and the prices were not, the discount wasn't the same for each piece of fabric, which I thought was interesting. The next thing is really cool to me. For my birthday last year, guys, I actually cut myself, and you may have watched that video, I cut myself a full-length Simplicity, I'll put the number on the screen, shacket, and it was a black and white fabric. I actually never made it, even though I cut all the pieces and it was ready to go, and I was super excited to sew it for my birthday. Time got away from me, and I focused all my time on making my sister's birthday present, which was her jumpsuit. So I never sewed my shacket. But that same week of my birthday, my aunt blessed me with a shacket, and it's actually similar color scheme to this. The colors are not as bright as this, but it's a full-length shacket that goes to the knees. I love it. I wore it so much all winter last year. Now I'd like to make one that is cropped, so either hip length, or I'll make it a little bit higher than, like closer to waist length. I haven't decided yet, but I am leaning towards the hip length Ilford jacket by Friday Pattern Company. I think that would be such a beautiful, beautiful shacket. This particular plaid fabric is actually more stiffer and heavier than your typical shirting plaid, but it is part of the Platitude shirting fabric area in Joann's, and it was also, I want to say 50% off. So really beautiful, really gorgeous. If you look close, the textures on this is just so nice. It's gonna make the perfect little fall, winter jacket. It's not gonna get too cold where I'm at, so this is just gonna be a perfect jacket to transition me through the seasons. And because of the colors, to be perfectly honest, I think it would be a fun spring jacket too, depending on what I pair it with. But I really love this fabric, and I got 3 yards of it. It's folded down nice and neat and small, so that's why it looks like it's less than 3 yards, but this is 3 yards and it's gorgeous. Perfect, perfect, perfect for fall, and I can't wait to make that jacket. I've already printed the pattern. I just have to tape it together. I'm telling you what, like, I always have all these big plans and ideas, and lately I'm just too tired to do anything, and I thought I might be feeling a lot better, have more energy than I do right now, and be sewing or prepping projects for the future. I've done none of that, so, but I'm getting better, and I already have plans to sew in the next week, so I'm gearing myself up for that, and I'm going to do all of my cutting and prepping this week to be ready for sewing. The next piece of fabric is actually denim. I purchased this denim from Core Fabrics. Oh gosh, this was, I guess about a month ago. And the idea is to make a pair of jeans. I am collaborating with one of my friends here on YouTube, and we're going to make the same pair of jeans. And it's funny because her denim is actually very similar in shade to my denim. The texture is a bit different, so I wonder if it's a different ounce, but regardless, we're gonna have some matching jeans, and that'll be fun, and I can't wait to do that collaboration. But again, this is from Core Fabrics, and I wanna say this is 13.5 non-stretch denim. So really gorgeous, and this is only 2 yards since the width of the fabric is so wide, and the actual pattern that I'll be using itself doesn't require a lot of fabric, less than some of my other jean patterns, so that's kind of cool. Anyways, I got that there, and I was able, since I was a new customer, I was able to use a 15% off discount code. If you didn't know that, for lots of fabric stores, if you're new to shopping their shop, the first thing that pops up on the screen is a discount code if you register for their newsletter or sign up with them online. So I was able to use that 15% off in that purchase. So I got this and another cut of fabric, and it ended up being a really good deal. So pro tip. The next thing that I got is this really great pop fabric. This, I can't remember how much the pop fabrics were off, but they were extremely marked down. And this is actually a French terry. It's rather thin, on the thinner side. Now the original French terry that I had ordered was moss colored, and it was of a thicker quality, but that is the one that sold out when they lost my order. And I was really disappointed about that because I definitely wanted to do a heavier weight, slightly darker green jogger suit, and this I think might be too thin. This would be good for like a lounge suit in the house, like, but because it's not quite the thickness as what I originally wanted, I'm thinking, you know, maybe I'll make a dress out of this, and I have a couple of sweatshirt dress patterns that I think would be perfect for this. But again, I could possibly make a lightweight sweatsuit. The problem is that this is like almost as thin as some of my heavier weight t-shirt cottons. So yeah, I mean, it would be a nice lounge outfit for the house. Not quite a heavier weight sweatsuit what I had originally hoped to make. And this is 4 yards, enough to do a sweatshirt and jogger pants if I go that direction. Or I could just, like I said, make a dress, and I would have half 2 yards left over that I could make my boys t-shirts out of winter t-shirts. So this was really good. And then this is a really nice sweatshirt fleece. It's not French terry, it's nice and thick. So that moss fabric that I was telling you about before, that particular fabric was exactly like this. It was thicker, nicer quality fabric, more expensive. But anyways, this is really gorgeous, and I definitely want to have a cream off-white sweatsuit. Now, I have mentioned several times on my channel how I don't often wear white. I'm stepping away from that, friends, and I've made a couple of things that are white or beige or light tan. But typically I wear a lot of white t-shirts, but I go through them like crazy because I wear makeup and I get makeup on my shirt, or I get the dropsies when I eat my food. If you're like me, have your breasts become a tray for your dinner, because I don't know what that's about, but I always drop on myself. And it's funny because I remember growing up, I have a family member, I'm not gonna put them on blast and say who they are, that would always drop food on themselves, and they would say, oh, I done did it again. And I find myself doing that all the time. If you're watching this video, you know who you are. I love you so much. I'm just like you, okay? I drop food on my chest all the time. So I go through a lot of white t-shirts, which I'm okay with. I usually get them from Target or Gap when they go on sale. And I love the Amazon Basics t-shirts as well. They're very affordable. And I can get a pack of like 4 white shirts and they last me a long time. Anyways, I had a cream sweatsuit and it got ruined. So I want to replace it with a handmade sweatsuit. So this is 4 yards for that particular sweatsuit. This is like really nice sweatshirt fleece. I've purchased sweatshirt fleece from Joann's before in the past and it wasn't quite what I envisioned, but this is absolutely what I wanted. Very smooth in texture on the front. It doesn't look like it's gonna get those bollies on it, you know what I mean, when you wash it. And then the backing is so smooth and soft. I just love this sweatsuit fleece. So it's gonna be the perfect sweatsuit, but I'm really excited to make that. Okay, this cable knit sweater fabric was a part of the Ember collection and it is so gorgeous. I'm gonna give you a close-up so that you can see the cable knit on that. It's so gorgeous. When I originally picked up the bolt for this particular fabric, I thought it was super heavy just because it was a full bolt. I didn't realize that the actual fabric itself was pretty substantial and heavy in weight. So this is a really nice thick cable knit sweater. It's brown. I love a good brown sweater, cardigan, dress. Listen, I will wear it to death because it will go with everything. And already I'm envisioning my oversized distressed denim jeans with a black t-shirt and a cardigan made out of this with my combat boots, okay? Like, it's happening, okay? So I got 4 yards of this because I don't know if I'm going to make a boot length cardigan sweater, which I would really love that, or if I'm going to make a dress out of it. But it's really gorgeous. I think if I can find some rib knit that is this exact same color, I might do a dress because I have found that when I make dresses out of sweater fabric, sometimes, especially when they're cable knit, I don't like using the cable knit for the neckband and the wrist, okay? It's a personal preference. I've done it both ways with ribbing and with sweater fabric. And I just personally think for my body, I like the way it feels better when it's ribbed and not the sweater. So I don't know, this might be a floor length. In my mind, a boot length cardigan, like oversized cardigan that has a hood, right, would be so good. Like, so very, very good. Only I don't know the pattern for that. So I was planning to hack something that I have already, but if you know of a pattern that is boot length, or I should say ankle length cardigan with a hood and deep pockets, tell me in the comments, because that's what I want. But if not that, then it'll be a dress. It's just really beautiful. It's the perfect shade of brown. I love it. It's great. It's cozy. Okay, so I have 2 more fabrics and then we're going to talk about thread. The next fabric was a clearance fabric. Now, a lot of my friends here on YouTube will go to Joann's and they will score so major in the clearance section for fabrics. Well, the Joann's that I go to is in San Leandro and they rarely have good like apparel clearance fabric. I often will see outdoor fabric or like upholstery fabric. This particular fabric is 1 yard. I got it for $5 and it is a 80% polyester, 15% rayon. Now I'm thinking because it's of a more like structured texture, it does have a tiny bit of stretch in it. This might be good for the yoke of a jacket and the sleeves or any other lining pieces in a jacket. That's what I'm thinking I might use this for. And it's only 1 yard, so I can't imagine what else I would make out of this particular type of fabric as far as a garment is concerned. I could think of a million and one things to do with it that's not garment related, but because this color is so gorgeous, it must be worn, right? Look at this gorgeous color, it must be worn. So it will be a part of one of my sewing projects, although I don't know which sewing project it will be. All right, so the last fabric item that I got is actually something I got on Etsy. Got this on Etsy. It is just a chambray and it looks like denim. I'll be honest, when I first purchased this, it was labeled as a denim, but the weight told me chambray, it has to be, right? And it was, but when it got here, it does not look like denim at all. It just looks like really nice chambray shirting fabric, and that's what I plan to make out of it. I wanted to make a button-up shirt. I did, however, find the denim that I was looking for, and so the original plan for that particular project will be done with the other fabric, but this would also make a lovely shirt, maybe even a shirt dress. So I really like this fabric, and it was like $7.99 a yard on Etsy. Don't sleep on Etsy. Sometimes you can find some really great deals. All right, so let's talk thread. I am on a journey to make my own jeans. Right. I've made jeans before and shared the process with you here on YouTube. However, those have been like simplicity patterns. I'm actually going to do some indie jean patterns, and I'm super excited about that. And I'm going to step into some contrasting top stitching thread, which is something that I haven't done. In my previous pairs of jeans that I have made, I used thread that was the same color as the fabric. This time around, I found this kit on Amazon. It is a Gutermann professional jean thread kit, and I'll give you a close-up so you can see. It has several different colors. You probably see it better like this. It has like a more of a deep rusty gold, and then it has the typical jean gold. There is like a taupey tan, and then there is black, navy blue, and a gray. So I think this is really great. Each of the spools, let's see, has 100 meters on it. And then I also got this thread for a different jean project. And this one is a Clark's, what is it called? Coats and Clark's thread. Yeah, Coats and Clark's thread that I got at Joann's. And they were having a sale on their threads, so I ended up getting some colors that I go through a lot. White, obviously, gold. You guys know I make all the yellow things. I love yellow. And then this is more of a neutral tan that I thought would go with lots of different things. And I had ordered a brown, but by the time I went to do curbside pickup, they, I guess, had sold out of it. And so that, along with a couple of fabrics I had ordered online, were not available for me. And then this is just the thread for my sweatsuit or my dress that I'm going to do with that green fabric down there. So I always try to stock up on colors that I'm going to use for current projects as well as future projects. I tend to run through white and blue and black the most in my, and yellow the most in my stash. So whenever the sales go on for thread, buy 3 get 2 free, or whatever the promotion is at the time, I always try to stock up on thread and zippers. This time around, the zippers were not on sale. It's kind of disappointing because a couple of the projects that I plan to make this fall require a zipper, but that's okay. Hopefully the next time a sale rolls around, I'll actually be able to get out of town and head over there and pick those up. Anyway, those are all the things that I picked up in my fabric haul. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've sewn with any of these fabrics before, what you made, and if you liked or didn't like it. Let me know if you have a favorite or a recommendation for any of these fabrics as far as a pattern is concerned, especially if you know of an ankle length cardigan with a hood, okay? Because I really dig in that idea. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please do give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.